It's the Hialeah Derby coverage on StallionResearch.com, brought to you by the Florida Quarter Horse Racing Association, who will be introducing the $200,000 guaranteed Sunshine State Derby in 2016, the sire of the All-American Futurity in 2014, Volcom, standing at ABS Equine in Florida, and Paint Your Own Wagon, the track record-breaking son of PYC Paint Your Wagon, also standing in Florida at ABS Equine.
Hello again, everyone. I'm Greg Thompson. Welcome to Stallion Research's coverage of the Hialeah Derby coming this coming weekend from Hialeah Park in Florida. On this episode, we're going to look at some of the top qualifiers and contenders going in that 400-yard event, as well as to take some time to look at both the Hialeah Maturity, which is a 440-yard event going for $204,000, as well as the Florida Quarter Horse Racing Association Stallion Stakes Derby. Without further ado, you can almost consider this Florida Week here on StallionResearch.com. Let's get right to it, looking at the Hialeah Derby.
The Hialeah Derby.
The first horse to spotlight going into the Hialeah Derby is the fastest qualifier, Moon and the Eagle, coming out of the red-hot barn of Rolando Almanza, and he was making his career debut in this trial event, and oh what a debut it was, setting the fastest time in the Derby field, stopping the clock at a time of 19.445 seconds, while earning a 101 speed figure for his troubles. The colt was a $45,000 Riadosa yearling sales purchase and looks to come back to match his career debut in the finals for owner Jesus Andrade Jr. The second fastest qualifier in the Hialeah Derby also comes out of the barn of Rolando Almanza, BP Run Cartel Run. He is the highest earner and the most accomplished runner in the field, having won the Black Gold 350 Futurity at Will Rogers in 2014. Jockey Omar Reyes was aboard for the trials. He qualified 2 runners going into the finals.
Also transpiring there at Hialeah Park is the Hialeah Maturity for 4-year-olds going 440 yards. Let's look at some of the top contenders as well as the qualifiers going into this event.
The Hialeah Maturity.
The Hialeah Maturity is an interesting event, with the headliner of the field being the most accomplished and so happens to be the fastest qualifier going into the 440-yard race. Daytona B, also from the red-hot barn of Rolando Almanza, extends his win streak to 3 races with his win here in the Maturity Trials. The gelded son of First Down Dash made national headlines with the win in the 2014 Adequine Derby Challenge at Prairie Meadows last October. This $80,000 yearling purchase will be trying to extend his win streak to 4 wins for owner Gregorio Garza. Some more contenders in the Maturity field: the 2014 Dash for Cash Derby winner, Dashin' for a Prize, qualified 3rd with jockey Christian Escueda aboard. If you're looking for a horse for the course, look no further than Quick Dynasty, who ran lights out in last year's South Florida Derby. He qualifies 5th going into the finals for the Maturity here.
The Florida Quarter Horse Racing Association Stallion Stakes Derby is a great field of 10 3-year-olds going 350 yards. Let's look at some of the top contenders going into that event.
Talk about stepping up at the right time and in the right place. Game Rita runs the fastest qualifying time going into the Stallion Stakes Derby out of the claiming ranks of this $100,000 plus Derby.
With those 3 stakes races already mentioned, there's still 3 other stakes races on tap that weekend there at Hialeah Park in Florida. The El Nino Stakes, as well as the Junior Maturity Stakes and the Moonstone Stakes going 660 yards. StallionResearch.com will be in South Florida this coming weekend for the Hialeah Derby weekend to bring all the coverage on a daily basis from South Florida to you here on StallionResearch.com. We'll see you this coming week here on the Florida Week here on StallionResearch.com.
Coverage brought to you by the Florida Quarter Horse Racing Association, which will be presenting the $200,000 guaranteed Sunshine State Derby starting in 2006 for Florida breds. The brilliantly bred and handsome son of champion sire PYC Paint Your Wagon, Paint Your Own Wagon, a track record setter with the pedigree for 400 to 440 yards or more. And Volcom. From small crops, this Florida-based sire has been able to produce 2 All-American Futurity qualifiers as well as last year's winner JM Miracle.